So what's your favorite lure in the fall? Well, I think a lot of people would probably say the old spinner bait, maybe a craw pattern, the jig. There's a lot of great baits out there, but I might sound like a jerk by saying this. Well, it's because I am what I fish. That's none other than the jerk baits. This week, we're gonna take a look at the Storm ThunderStick. Get ready, folks, because you're about ready to get ThunderStick. The AC/DC song Thunder. It's Thunderstruck. It's whatever. Anyways, just watch. It's fine. Storm Lures has a long line of iconic fishing lures, although it didn't have a thunderous start. In 1964, brothers Bill and Gary Storm, along with the help of their parents, started Storm Lure Company. The Storm brothers' first lure was named the Glop, and you could say it was a flop. Although not an initial hit, it has become a highly sought-after lure for collectors. And if you're wondering what the Glop was, it was a uniquely styled topwater lure as seen in this picture. Now, the Glop flop did not stop the Storm family. They rebounded quickly with a series of highly popular lures. Starting the next year in 1965, introducing the Thin Fin. Then in 1971, coming out with the Hottentot. And in 1975, the world famous Wigglewort. Now, fast forwarding to July of 1988, a new stick bait emerged called the ThunderStick. And the ThunderStick was made possible by the help and suggestion of tournament anglers. Now, the ThunderStick had a variety of different options, including the original ThunderStick, the Deep ThunderStick, the Junior ThunderStick, the Saltwater ThunderStick, the Deep Junior ThunderStick, the Jointed ThunderStick, the Baby ThunderStick, and the Suspending ThunderStick. In fact, the lure was so popular that it even had its own television commercial. I'll put a link down below so you can watch it. In 1999, Rapala acquired Storm, but luckily kept the ThunderStick in its lineup. In fact, you can still buy the ThunderStick today at all major retailers like Bass Pro Shop, or, you know what I'm going to say, you can find them vintage, estate sales, garage sales, eBay. They fish just as good as the new ones. So go pick up a ThunderStick and let those bass know there's a storm rolling through. Dang it. Oh my God, how did this even happen? You know? Yeah. Now let me show you the action in the water real quick. And as you can see, it's got a really nice tight wiggle. And as you stop, it floats to the top. But great action on that. And you can fish this just reeling it in, pausing, letting it float, reeling again, or you can do like a jerk method, like that. There's a lot of different ways to fish this, but it slows up the presentation a little bit by bringing that in, pausing it, which gives the bass a little bit more time to react there. Well, I didn't have a whole lot of luck with the ThunderStick, shockingly, but probably right now will be the time to go. You got some overcast skies. This would be really ideal. And plus I needed to cut up some firewood before I went back home, but I don't want to give up this video before catching a fish on it. I want to show you guys that this lure really does work. And we probably got maybe 45 minutes to an hour before it pours on us, probably less. And I got one more place I'm going to try. It's about 20 minutes away. It's a really remote location, a little seedy, but there's a little bridge there that holds a lot of white bass, and there's some water that kind of flows through. And I say we just check it out. You know, why not? Let's go for it. So let's head on over. All right, just drove over this bridge, and I saw what appears to be a really good sign, and there is a ton of shad popping everywhere. They are all over the place. So let's get the GoPro on, go grab the pole, and let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm hoping this is good. Let's go for it. All right, here we are. You can see just everywhere. Shad are popping all over the place. Even this side too. And look down there, just all over. Well, let's go find them. All right, so I had this rainbow trout pattern on before, and I thought, hey, that might work. You know, it's got a little shine to it. Maybe they think it's a shad, but it's not, no luck at all. And by the way, there's absolutely no rainbow trout around here, but that doesn't matter. You know, they don't care. It's just gotta be, you gotta pick whatever color they're going for that day. So I think I'm gonna try something a little bit brighter. The water's pretty murky, so let's go with this, what do you call that, like a clown finish or something? I don't know. Fire tiger maybe? Whatever you wanna call this finish, we're gonna go something a little bit brighter. All right, tied up, ready to go. We got a lot of shad activity over here, plus there's a lot less people, so I think that's a win-win. Maybe, we'll see. Check out all these pelicans in Kansas, pretty crazy. There it is. Oh, that was something. Dang it. Dang it. Oh. Oh, that was a nicer fish too. Oh man. That is too bad. Oh. All right. Whatever that was a toad. Because it just stopped the lure. I don't know how it didn't hook up, but try to get it again. Well, it looks like it's about ready to rain, so that's gonna do it for day one, but I'm not discouraged. Even though I didn't catch anything today, some good things happened. I saw a lot of fish with the little polarized sunglasses on in the water, swipe at the lure, multiple fish, but they were small. They were all stunted, quarter pound, you know, not the kind of stuff you're really looking for. Here, I had a fish stop it, boom, right in his tracks. And I knew it was a hit. It wasn't stuck on something. I don't know how it didn't hook up, but that's all right. It's going to be okay. So we've got like 3 or 4 days of rain. I'm wondering if that's going to stir up the water a little bit, maybe get some food in the water for him, maybe get him a little bit more excited. The temperatures have been super hot for like the last, I don't know, couple weeks. Starting to cool down. I'm wondering if that'll help too. I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to come back out here again. Let's try it round 2. Well, we're back here at Angling Archaeology Studios. It's been raining quite a bit the last couple days, so we're going to let that water just kind of settle down a little bit, stew if you will, and let those fish acclimate. And while we're doing that, we're going to take a little deeper dive into the ThunderStick. So I've got a couple different options over here at the table. We're going to take a look at some colors and some different varieties in the Bass Pro catalog. All right, so let's take a little closer look at the ThunderStick. And this is actually the ThunderStick Junior, which is 3.5 inches and 1/4 ounce, compared to the ThunderStick, which is 4.5 inches and 3/8 ounce. And I really like the downsize. I feel like that's going to really maximize your opportunity to catch fish, especially when the conditions are tough. When the going gets tough, you probably need to downsize. Now, that being said, it's always a lot more fun to fish larger lures. So if you're at a farm pond or, you know, a place that you know that fish are very aggressive, then yeah, upsize. Go for the larger ThunderStick. But for conditions that I was fishing recently, this is kind of the way to go. And I'm very confident, even though we did not catch a fish day one, this will catch something. And I saw the fish come, and they attacked it, and they hit it, and they just kind of scrambled off. That being said, those fish were small. They're stunted, 1/4 pound. But let's take a look here. You can kind of see there is a few different kind of designs if you look on here. So some of the models will say Storm on the bottom of it. Some will actually say ThunderStick Junior on here, and some have nothing, like this one right here. So this is the one that I fished with initially. When I saw the shad popping, I thought, you know, this would be, you know, a good one to try. And a lot of people will probably ask, well, why didn't you just use a shad color? Well, I'll be honest with you. I just don't have it. I don't have a shad color. This is all I have right here. So I figured this would be enough shimmer to try to mimic that shad. And really, we don't even have a rainbow trout anywhere around here, but bass are not smart enough to know. They're just kind of a reaction bite. They see this wiggling in the water, rising, you know, they're just gonna try to pop at it. So this would probably work just about anywhere. Now we've got a couple other color designs here just so you can see as well. Here we've got this nice chartreuse pattern. And I will pull out the catalog here in just a second so we can see if we can find what this color is exactly. But we got a fire tiger right here. Let me see where it says ThunderStick Junior. Just a nice little lure right there. And then we have what appears to be kind of a brown trout. Nice sheen on this. I need to put some new hooks on it. But got a couple trout patterns and a few chartreuse patterns. But I think with what we've got right here, this will still work when we get back out there and go try to find some bass. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the catalog. Now, as I mentioned before, the ThunderStick was released in 1988, and it was summer of 1988, so I'm assuming that you probably didn't see it in the catalogs until 1989. I don't have a 1989 Bass Pro catalog, but what I do have is a 1995. And so we see right here, 1995 catalog, and really just kind of the heyday for Storm. This is a fantastic spread. And we see up here too, the suspending ThunderSticks. And what that is, these are just suspending dots that you put on the bottom of your ThunderStick to keep that so you can get that weight. So it and stays down and doesn't pop back up, because if you remember the motion in it, it immediately comes back up. So if you can get those little dots to put on there, it keeps that lure to stay suspended. But here are the options that we have here for 1995, and you got the baby ThunderStick, the junior ThunderStick, the deep junior ThunderStick, which has a wider bill. We come out to about right there. Then you have the traditional ThunderStick, and then the deep ThunderStick as well, just a wider bill. But then you see all the different color options that you have down there as well. So you got like the fire tiger that I just showed you, brown trouts in there somewhere. That's probably this one right here. One thing that I noted too is when I was trying to look up these colors, you see like number 3. If you look on number 3, it says silver scale. So if you're ordering this in the 1995 catalog, it would have been incorrect, because number 3 silver scale is actually number 74 that they have right there. And so this number 74 is actually, they say it's hot tiger. And so that's obviously not a hot tiger right there. Hot tiger's right there. So I wonder if they had some goof ups in the ordering process, but you can see right there, pointing out the flaws of the 1995 Bass Pro catalog. How much more nerding out can you get than that? But, you know, you see a pretty good spread from Storm here. So, all right, you've seen enough here. Let's get back out in the water and let's find a fish. Oh, I should note as well, too, that there actually is a suspending ThunderStick that you can buy. You can see these over here on this side. But you can also buy the dots, too, and you can put those on your traditional ThunderSticks. So just in case anybody was like, wait a minute, hold on, they actually had that. So there you go. So you can see you got the dots. You can put those on there if you want to just buy the dots by themselves, or you can buy the ones that are already suspending. So, all right, now it's time to get in the water. All right, folks, I am optimistic today. I like this. We got a little breeze, the water's stained. I think this is good. We got some overcast skies. So here's what we're cooking with today, and I don't know what the color of this is. I couldn't find it anywhere, but it looks like kind of, well, it's a chartreuse, but maybe we'll just call it a chartreuse perch, because I don't know what the heck it is. But you know what? I like that it's bright. I like that we got stained water, and we're gonna give it a whirl. Now, it's been a little cooler, so I think some of those suspending dots or strips that were in that 1995 catalog would really be the ticket today, but I think we can still find something. Oh, there it is. There it is. Take it. First strike of the day. You can tell something small was batting at it. Probably should have mentioned that this is a cold north wind blowing, which isn't doing me any favors at all. If any wind, you want the south wind, but it's all coming in this cove. So maybe it's kind of pushing them over here. We'll see if it works. I don't know. See if it works. Okay, well, the weather's getting increasingly worse, so that's good. It's getting rapidly much cooler. Looks like there's some rain moving in. So we're gonna try this side, and then I got one more spot to try. And I guess maybe we'll have to come out a third time. Okay, well, let's try one more area. Now, this looks like, hey, you know, promising spots, not a lot of wind, but the problem here is if you don't see wakes down here, that means either there's no wind or it's north wind. Because if it was good south wind, warm air coming through, you'd see a lot of ripple coming, but there's not. On top of that, you can't see down here because it's a little mucky, but it's only about maybe 2 feet of water. But we've had rain, so maybe it's 3 feet now. But not a lot is what I'm getting at. Oh wait, right here. There's a bass following it. Oh wow, okay. I wonder if that showed up on camera. Literally a bass, probably twice the size of this lure, was following it in. So that's a good sign. We know that they see it. I hope that shows up on camera so you guys can see it, and I'll zoom in on that. But he saw my shadow and then he was out of there. But I think the trick here is super slow. Oh, that was really cool to see. Man, I wish you would have went for it. All right, let's try to go over here again. Oh, there it is. Oh. Just like that, we got a little action over here. These are not big fish by any means. I mean, they're not too much bigger than the lure itself. So kind of hard to set the hook when the hook's bigger than the fish. So, okay, 2 really promising signs. We got a nice strike, literally saw a bass, followed in. But what I like about this, look at the ripple on the water, look at the light. So we got the overcast sky, we've got perfect stain. I mean, this is the recipe for success. I mean, textbook. I mean, the only thing, you know, is probably me, let's be honest. But other than that, you got the north wind. But I still think even with that, you should be able to land even just a baby bass. All right, last cast. Unfortunately, I gotta get going. All right, just kidding. That wasn't the last cast. We got one more. I'm gonna say last cast 800 times. All right, here we go. Now, it's pretty frustrating when you go out for multiple days and you actually see fish, attack it or follow the lure, and you still can't land them. Now we can go out here with finesse style worms and probably catch 10 or 15 fish, no problem, but that's not what this channel is all about. We're here to catch fish on the ThunderStick, and we're gonna do that in another video, but not this one. We've got to go ahead and get this video out, but this leads me to my next point. We got the silver mullet here. It's parked for the winter. We got it winterized. But I'm not doing myself any favors by just fishing a bank or fishing a dock or whatever the case may be. I need to get out on the water more and find these fish and explore some different areas within the lake where I think they might be, and that gives me a lot better opportunity. So be on the lookout for a future video because there may be a new little angling archaeology vessel coming our way, and just a small little downsized vintage bass boat. And so we'll make a video about that here coming up here pretty soon. Probably won't be until the beginning of the year. Just got a lot of stuff going on, but it'll be fun. We're going to look through that in, obviously, as I just mentioned, vintage and true angling archaeology style. Oh, and when I say vintage, it was cheap. I bought it because it was cheap. You know, you got to get something that's a little bit old school, you know, a little bit dusty, a little bit dirty, may not work all that well, but it's going to get you on the water, and that's what we're here for. So, yeah, so a little frustrating, but you know what? I'm encouraged with this lure. It's a great lure. It will catch fish. It's just, you know, It didn't happen this time, but it will happen. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Angling Archaeology, where we unearth the good old days. I want to thank you all for watching, liking, subscribing, and writing in. I really love to read all your comments, and I apologize if I can't get to every single one of them. I do read those, and I really appreciate everything, folks. And hey, if you get a chance, go pick up a ThunderStick, because you know what? They're taking the fish by storm. Till next time, folks, we'll see you on the water. Thanks for watching Angling Archaeology, where we unearth the good old days. Don't forget to like and subscribe.